Hello everybody, welcome to your full body workout. Today we're going to be doing lots of legs, a little bit of arms and core. Should be a nice little flow. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and get started in a seated position. Close your eyes for a moment, just connect to your breath. Work to deepen through your inhalations, breathing all the way deep into the belly. And then as you exhale, just let the shoulders melt away from the ears and the hips sink a little bit deeper into your mat. On your next inhale, you'll find a big circle, sweep of the arms all the way up and overhead, flutter the eyes open, and then drop your right hand down, stretch up and over, lengthening through your left side body. Breathing space into the rib cage. We'll come back up through center and make our way to the other side, stretching towards the left. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Then back up through center, turning it into a twist to the right. That left hand can bind on the knee, drawing through the rib cage, gaze over right shoulder. Next inhale, we'll circle sweep the arms up, and exhale, twist left. And slowly draw back through center. You can walk your hands forward, roll over your knees, and make your way into a tabletop shape. Taking the shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Let's find our cat-cow. Drop the belly, pull the heart forward as you inhale. Exhale, round into your spine. 2 more times. Inhale, open the chest, pin the shoulder blades back. Exhale, create space to the backside body, draw in through your navel. 1 more time. Inhale to open. Exhale, round to close. From here, you'll tuck all 10 toes under, lift the hips up and back, finding your downward facing dog. That upside down V shape with your body, pedal out the feet, bend into one knee and then the other. Once you feel like you've got a nice good stretch through the backs of your legs, we'll roll it forward to our high plank pose and then drop back down to tabletop. Getting started with a 4-part movement here. The right leg will extend long like a glute kickback, being mindful that the hips stay square. You're gonna lift that right leg up a little bit and then plant the right toes down. Pull the left knee in towards your chest. Again, drop that left knee down and reach long to the right leg. Squeezing to that right glute as you draw the knee into the chest, then that active abdominal wall. Pressing into the palms. Feel a little bit of a lift up of those hips. Drawing into the belly, drop the knee, and lift the leg. Beautiful. You're here for 6, and lift. For 5, slow and steady work to find your breath in and out in even rhythms. Pressing down into the pads of the palms for 3. Drawing into the belly, making sure those ribs don't flare in your glute kickback. Your last 1, and then keep that right leg lifted. From here, point the toes, working to our oil rigger like a tricep push-up. You'll bend into your elbows, tap the chest or chin to the mat, and lift back up. Again, you lower and lift. Think about the ribs and the elbows kind of magnetically pulling in towards one another, so those elbows slide right by the ribs, and then you push from the backs of the arms back up through center. You're here for 7 more, and draw into the belly. The higher that leg lifts behind you, the more weight that you'll have to push back up, so be mindful of that as you move. For 4, strong and steady. For 3, you're here for 2, and 1. From here, you'll drop down onto your forearms. Keep that left leg lifted. You're gonna bend, slide it in towards that left knee, and kick it straight back up. Squeezing into the glute, you lift for 2. Drawing up and in, reach long through those toes. Can you press your chest a little bit away from your mat? You lengthen up and slow lower. Like you're sliding the toes along a wall behind you. Here for 6. Strong and steady for 5. Drawing in through the belly. You take the shoulders away from your ears for 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up, straight leg, it taps down and it lifts up. Lower and lift. 8, 7. Getting that left glute working as well as helping to stabilize, really drawing into your navel. The entire body working here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, hamstring curl, flex to the ankle, pull the heel to the glute, and extend it out. Reach and squeeze, and lengthen. Feeling the entire backside of the leg. Try not to lower that right knee. Can you keep it lifted a little bit higher? That way you contract into the bottom part of your glute. Just here for 6, for 5, 4, for 3, 2. This next one will hold the heel in towards the glute and pulse it out. Just a little lift and lower, lift and lower. 10, 9, 8, 7. Try to hold that heel tight towards the glute. Draw in through the belly. 3, 2, 1. Your last little bit. Cross that right knee over the left and then reach, kick it out towards the right. Reach, tap, and kick. Actively reaching across the sideline. Try to keep those hips as stable as you can. Equal weight through both forearms. Your last 6. You're here for 5. Feeling that left glute burning as well. 4. Strong and steady. 3. You're here for 2. And 1. Drop the knee down. Give yourself a nice little rest for a moment. Child's pose. Breathing some space into the hips, maybe getting a little rock from side to side. And then when you're ready, you'll step your right foot between your hands. Just find a little low lunge stretch here. Sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Roll the shoulders down and away from your ears. Then tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee from the mat, propping yourself up into a tall standing position. From here, we'll lift up long and then slowly bend down, taking the arms with you if you'd like. Energizing up through the fingertips, up to the crown of the head. Before you sit low through both knees, creating those 90-degree angles with your knees. Strong and steady. We're here for 6. You open up through the shoulder blades, spread the collarbones wide for 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll hold with that bottom knee bent. Hinge yourself forward, straighten that back leg, keeping the belly lifted from the front thigh. Little scooter here. We'll pull this left toe in to tap that heel and ascend it out. You bend, tap and reach. Tap and reach. If you'd like to add a little bit through those arms, you can extend those triceps as the leg extends. Reach forward as the leg comes forward. Feeling a squeeze of the backs of the arms, sitting a little bit lower through your right leg. You're here for 8, 7, for 6, 5, keeping your proud and open chest, long diagonal line from shoulders to hips. Your last 2. So now hold it back, just a little lift and lower of the leg, lift and lower of those arms for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll sit in our seat chair pose, both heels root, both knees bend. From here, just pulse it out a little, lift and lower through your hips, slight tuck of the tail as you draw into the belly. 10. Remembering to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll sit all the way low onto our seat and take a moment. Separate your feet a couple inches apart. Grab your hands right behind the thighs for a seated cat-cow. On your inhale, open the chest, shine your knees wide. Exhale, round into your frame, drawing into the belly. One more time. Inhale, open those knees wide. Exhale to round. From here, you'll hold this shape, release those arms forward, and then continue tucking your tail as you roll yourself all the way down onto your back. From here, your arms will be long by your sides, so you lift your knees to tabletop. Being mindful, if you started to arch into your ribs, or there's a lot of space underneath your low back, can you close that gap, drawing actively into the rib cage? You'll start with a single leg toe tap. Tap right toes, pull them back in, tap left and in. Each time that the knee redraws in towards center, connect to the belly button, drawing in towards your midline. Keeping that 90-degree bend through your knee, working to hinge from the hip, reaching out and away. If you'd like to take this up a notch, you can interlace your hands behind the head, lifting up through your head, neck, and chest. Try to keep that tabletop shape as you move through. And then on our next one, we'll meet with that right knee down, or the right toes down. You'll twist towards the left and switch. Like you're crisscross, but you're keeping those knees in tabletop rather than extending out like a bicycle. Aim to keep your elbows splayed wide, drawing a little bit deeper into the belly for 8, 7, 6. Those thighs just slide past one another. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in. Give yourself a moment. Rock it from side to side. We'll meet with the feet planted on the floor close towards our hips. Interlace our hands behind the head for our chest lift. Take an inhale breath here. On your exhale, lift up off the head and chest. Active those arms. You'll reach the hands towards your heels. Reattach the hands behind the head and lower it down. Exhale to lift. Reach forward, drawing a little bit deeper into the belly. Slowly release and relax. Exhale on your way up. Reach a little bit further through the fingertips. Reconnect behind the head and release. You're here for 3. Notice if you're lifting from the head and neck, can you draw your attention into the rib cage, slicing to the backs of the arms and down. Your next one will hold at the top and begin to shimmy from side to side. Reach to tap your fingertips towards the ankle, squeezing gently into the sides of your waistline for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you lift up a little bit higher? Interlace your hands behind the head and relax it down. Slide your legs out long. Slide the arms out and overhead. Find a big full body stretch. On your next exhale, lift up through the head and chest. Roll yourself up, scoop into the belly. You can always grab behind the knees as you need and extend your spine. From here, we'll slide those heels in about halfway, setting up for our tricep dips. The palms are planted, fingertips to face the hips or out to the side if that's more comfortable on your wrists. From here, you'll lift up and off of your hips, drawing those hips high, squeeze gently into the glutes. You bend your elbows straight back and extend, lower and lift. Aim to keep your chin slightly lifted from your chest. Squeeze into the backs of the arms on your way up. And then try to root through those heels. Maybe the toes peel from the mat. Be mindful that you're not just lowering and lifting your hips. The energy is coming from the backs of the arms. We're here for 8, 7, 6. Strong and steady. 5, for 4. We'll pulse in 3, 2, 1. Hold your halfway range and just pulse it out slow and steady. You can always drop down through your hips if you need to modify. Otherwise, we're here for 10, 9, 8. Remember to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lift all the way up and drop your hips down. Let's find a little comfortable seated position. Reset. Take those arms up and overhead. Interlace your fingers at the top. Flip the palms to face up. Find a side stretch to the right. Back through center, side stretch to the left. Center and arms long by our sides. We'll walk those hands back in front of us, meeting in that tabletop position. Lining up shoulders and wrists, hips and knees on all fours. We'll drop our belly, pull the heart forward through the arms. Exhale to round and curl. Next one, you'll meet in your neutral table. From here, you will extend out through your left leg, find that little glute lift, then plant the left toes and draw that right knee in towards your chest. You lift, lower, draw in and down. When that right knee comes down, it is stacked completely underneath that right hip. You squeeze into the left glute, propelling it up towards the ceiling. Drawing a little bit deeper into the belly, pressing into your palms. The fingertips are spread wide. We're here for 4, and round. 3, keeping your hips square, shoulders square. Try not to dump your weight into your right side as you find that glute kickback. Your last 1, and lift. Drop it down. Keep your left leg lifted, oil rigger, point the toes. Bend through your elbows, top chest or chin, and lift. Beautiful job. We have 10 more here. If you need to modify, you can drop down through the elbows and lift. Otherwise, finding that full range like a little tricep push-up for 8. Drawing into the belly, elbows hug the ribs, keeping your shoulders out of your ears. Your last 5. Strong for 4. Here for 3, 2, and 1. After this next one, we will find our way down to those forearms, creating the number 11 shape with your arms. From here, you'll find that little lift up of the leg, and then bend, slide it in towards that bottom knee. Just straight up and down. Eco weight into both elbows, pressing down into that right knee to lift and lower. Try not to drop that left knee down. It's just kissing the mat as it slides down. Your gaze stays between your wrists, so the neck is long. You're here for 6 and lower. Breathe. 5, 4. You're here for 3. We'll hold it up after this next one. So this one we hold it high. So you lower it, tap it down to the floor, and lift it up. Think about the entire backside of that leg working as it lifts and lowers. A delicate little tap and lift. Draw a little bit deeper into the belly. This is 8 or 7, squeezing that leg long, finding the hamstring, zipping up the entire backside. We're here for 4, 3, 2. So then we'll hold, hamstring curl, hard flex through the ankle, bend, pull the heel in, and extend it out. Work to keep those shoulders out of your ears. Strong and working a lot through the upper body here as well, so that chest is working so that it doesn't start to slouch in. You're holding those tall posture muscles, those posterior muscles in the upper back are helping to keep your chest lifted away from the mat. 3 more. We pulse after this next one in 2. This one we hold, just a little pulse up towards the ceiling. Just lift and lower. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last little bit. Tap the knee to the outside of the right thigh. Reach and kick it out. Working that outer glute. Can you keep that left leg high, parallel to the floor? You're just here for 6. Reach, tap, kick 5. Strong and steady for 4. You're here for 3, 2, and 1. Send those knees down, hips to heels. Take a moment in your child's pose. When you are ready, lift back up into your table. Step that left foot between your hands. Finding our low lunge stretch, peel the arms up. Think about pressing a little bit forward through the hips, rolling your shoulders back. The chest stays open. When you're ready, tuck your back toes, lift the back knee from the mat, engaging through those inner thighs. Ready from here, the arms lift up, legs go long. Then you slowly bend your knees. Arms can come down by your sides if you'd like. If you would prefer to keep your hands just at heart center, that's an option as well. Just finding your static lunge, down and up. Finding those 90-degree angles with both the front and the back knee. Work to keep your gaze forward in front of you, opening up those shoulders. 4, 3, we'll stay low in 2, and 1. This one will hold down. Hands to heart center, lean yourself forward, back leg extends. Finding our scooter here, you'll step that right toe in to tap the heel and reach it out. Tap and out. If you'd like to add your arms, that tricep kickback as you extend, sweep it forward as that toe taps the heel. You're here for 8, drawing into the belly, aiming to keep the belly button hovering off of that front thigh. Sit a little bit lower through your left glute. For 4, 3, 2, this next one will hold it back, a little lift and lower through that glute, finding your balance on your left foot. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet down, find that chair, your little squat pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, belly in, chest open. 3, 2, 1, sit all the way low and take your hands to the mat. Standing yourself up nice and centered. From here we'll work a little bit more abdominals. You'll prop yourself back onto your forearms, keeping your chest open and wide. Lift your knees to tabletop. You'll extend that right leg straight out and bend it in. Extend left and in. Reaching long through your toes. If you like it a little bit more challenging, you can prop yourself up onto your hands, finding a little bit of that tricep dip on your way out, and then drawing everything up and in towards the belly when everything comes back in towards your midline. Otherwise, you're down on those forearms. Just here for 6, 5, 4, for 3, 2, 1. Can you pause, take both legs long, lift both legs up, and lower both down. Maybe hard flex to lift through the ankles, point the toes, and lower. Being mindful, you can always lie down on your back if this is a little bit more comfortable. If you're starting to feel it through that lower back, then definitely slide onto your back. Maybe even taking your hands in that little triangular shape with the fingers, pointer fingers and thumbs underneath your tail, or shortening your range of motion. Just here for 3, keeping your chest open, wide and proud. 2, and lift. 1, will hold down, and then nice and fast, like you're pedaling out your feet, draw into the belly. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant those feet. You can extend your legs out, open up the chest, lean your head back if it feels okay in the head and throat. And then tuck your chin and roll yourself onto your belly. Our last little sequence here, make sure you're lined up on your mat. The palms will come underneath our shoulders. We're gonna find a half tricep push-up. So from here, you'll lift up just until those arms come the same line as your torso, and then you bend to lower down. So you're lifting from the backs of the arms and from your upper back. Keep your posture nice and tall, opening up through the chest, propelling yourself up from the backs of the arms, a little hold at the top before you release. Relaxing slow and steady. Your legs are relaxed. Be mindful to press down into the hips. Keep the belly button drawn up and in. It'll help you to prevent crunching into your low back. You're here for 4, and release. Lift 3. We'll pulse in 2, elbows tight to the ribs. This one we hold up, you just pulse lift, really isolating the backs of the arms. Breathe it strong, we're not here for long. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold tight to those elbows, pin the shoulders back, and slowly relax. Take either ear to the mat, bend your knees, and windshield wipe your feet from side to side. Then when you're ready, we'll slide those legs long, slide your arms long, finding our swimming lift to right arm, left leg, and switch, and switch. You can continue to move at this slow pace, or maybe pick up your pace. Pressing down through your hips bones, lifting up and in through the lower belly. Your gaze is towards the top of your mat, so the neck is long. For 10, working a little bit of our brain health here. Opposite arm, opposite leg, helps to fire up those brain stems. For 5, breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1, rest. Take your hands underneath the shoulders, prop yourself back up into your child's pose. Send your hips to heels. Arms stretch long, lengthening to those fingertips, maybe rolling the forehead from side to side on the mat. Let's walk our hands over to the right side, stretching our left side body. Keep pinning your left hip towards your left heel. Walk your arms back through center and over to the left. Back through center. Get yourself up into a table and then find your comfortable seat, crossing at your ankles. Taking a moment to realign with our breath. Just like we began, those hands can rest on your knees or in your lap. Finding those steady inhales, those steady exhales. Maybe the heart rate is a little bit quicker. Can you roll the shoulders back behind your ears? Open up a little bit deeper through the chest, and you are all set. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you soon.